And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever Chiefs TV pregame show. I am Chase Schaefer. Joining me up in the booth for this Sweet 16 matchup is the girls' head coach, Chris Yarborough. Coach, thank you for coming on here tonight. We got a good one on tap.
Yeah, I'm really excited. This is a lot of fun. My first career as a journalist, if you didn't know. I was 4 years as a sports writer, did some radio. I don't get to do it very often, so I'm really excited to have a chance since we're not playing until tomorrow.
Well, let's touch on that a little bit. The girls aren't playing till tomorrow. Where are you guys traveling to?
We are going to Houston County tomorrow, all the way in Warner Robins, next to Buc-ee's. So,
next to Buc-ee's, yep.
We need some people to come out. Hop in the car, come down, visit Buc-ee's, and then come over to Houston High School. It's like 5 minutes away from the Buc-ee's.
Which means the Buc-ee's is the biggest building right there on that street. That's for sure.
Oh, it is huge. Like you take a right, and then you hit the four-way light, and then you take a left. The high school is like a mile away. So
you
it's
got
really
that wall of beef jerky right there that you can go to. That's unnecessary. I'm sorry, that is unnecessary. Buc-ee's is an unnecessary endeavor. Everybody, I don't get the hype. You have 3 cops in there who are on duty all day to work the Buc-ee's. I don't understand. So maybe it's an acquired taste, but I guess we have one up in Calhoun now. So
yeah,
there's 2 in the state of Georgia. So let's jump into the girls a little bit. You guys have had a fantastic season. Came up just a little bit short against a River Ridge team in the region championship that seems to have always been a thorn in your guys' side.
Yeah, it was a tough loss on Friday. I thought we really competed. We gave ourselves chances to win. We just didn't quite execute enough down the stretch. Missed a couple of big free throws down the stretch. But I thought we rebounded really well on Tuesday night against East Paulding. So that's all you got to do. You want to put yourself in a chance to advance in the tournament. And so at least we got the 2 seed in the home game. And then we really responded and probably played one of our most complete defensive games, on Tuesday night.
Yeah, Coach, and let's go to the offensive side of the basketball. Ellie Blatchford once again had another big game. What's kind of the key to her being so good on offense? Is she a gym rat? Is she?
It's all of that. She's really talented. This 3 years now. She's approaching. If she hasn't eclipsed 1,200 points, she might have already. She works tirelessly. She's really shot the ball really well. Last year, she was like a 30% three-point shooter. This year, she's almost 45, 46. That's a huge jump. That's elite numbers right there. And so it just opens it up. She was 4 of 8 behind the arc on Tuesday night, and it just gives us a big boost. And, also it's her defense. She's in a battle with Aaron Jackson for the all-time record for steals in a season. They're going nip and tuck, so one of them is going to end up as the career leader at the end of this year.
They have been in a running gun battle for most steals. Speaking of steals, Susanna Rogers has been really good defensively as well. It seems like she's always in the mix to get those perimeter turnovers and get the ball going back the other way.
I can't speak highly enough about Susanna. She really plays hard. She's really unselfish. Any other program in America, she's probably over 1,000 points. But, we have so many weapons, and she does such a great job of distributing the basketball and finding her teammates. It's just, it's a great luxury to have for us. And then, but when she needs to score, I thought the first half against River Ridge, she had 11 points in that first half. And that was really big to keep us in that game when we got down early. So, it just gives us so many options. It makes it so tough to defend.
Yeah, and at the very least, you guys had a chance to win that one towards the end. You were up a little bit with a minute left. Just it wasn't in the cards once again.
Yeah, I give River Ridge a lot of credit. They hit some big shots down the stretch.
And they're a very good team.
Yeah, they are. And, Coach Taylor over there has done a really great job. I know our girls were upset afterwards, and I told them it's good. It's okay to be hurt, but channel that hurt into better play, and that's what we did. And so it was, I thought our first round was probably the most locked in we've been defensively. We took away what East Paulding was trying to do. Their 2 posts really tried to give us some problems, and it wasn't late until I think 35 for them, got a couple, late baskets to go over double figures. So we did a really good job on that end of the basketball court.
Yeah, I noticed you used Abdus Salam a lot in the later part of that game. She seemed to match up really well down in the low post. Tell me about that freshman a little bit, because she seems like she's getting more and more minutes as the season progresses, and it seems like her game is very conducive for what you guys are trying to do down low.
Yeah, Milani gives us a lot of flexibility. She's really quick, so when we're in zone or man, we can do a lot of different stuff. We played a lot of zone against East Paulding because they didn't shoot it as well as some of the other teams, but she's able to clog the middle with those bigs, and she's long, she's athletic. We keep telling her to get a little meaner. Swat some balls into the stands. Just get mean. Because that's one thing. When you're a freshman, sometimes sometimes you play a little timid, but she, her best games of the year have been against River Ridge and then in the state tournament. So, and that's what we need. You're going to need those minutes off the bench. Taft Barber does a great job for us, setting the tone, being in the right spot, and then Milani gives us even more size and quickness, and so it just gives us, it makes us, that much tougher to defend.
And you guys have 3 more years of her.
Yeah, that's always an exciting thing right there is, when freshmen start to play well, you just start, you start dreaming, how good is she going to be? And, we're really working on her outside jump shot. She's shooting, she's starting to shoot better at the free throw line. So we just want to make sure that, she continues to develop, and then we'll have more weapons to work with.
And so let's go through the beginning of the season then. Let's talk about the progression of this girls team, where they were at the beginning of the season and where they are now.
I think we've become much more a complete team. They've really bought in. We've done all kinds of different stuff offensively and defensively. Last year we played a lot more zone, like a majority of zone. We played a lot of 1-2-2 and 3-2, stuff like that. This year we're mixing and matching a lot more depending on our matchups and, what teams are doing to us or if we're in foul trouble. Offensively, like we're really playing a complete group. The key is we got to continue to work hard. Continue to work. We didn't shoot the ball really well on Tuesday night, and that's one area that when we shoot the ball well, we're really tough. Obviously, the boys scored 135 on Tuesday. When you score, it's hard. It's hard to lose. It can cover up a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, and your girls had a. It hasn't been an easy road for them. You guys have played some quality competition. I mean, you played River Ridge obviously 3 times. They've only lost once this year, and then you guys also had Hoover come in.
Yeah, that's one of the things that, our region, it's kind of top-heavy. River Ridge has given us a lot of problems, and so we wanted to challenge ourselves out of region. Of course, we play all the Cherokee County schools, and, it's good basketball here in the county. But then, we opened the year with defending state champion in Marietta. We played Woodstock, who was a state runner-up. We played Hebron Christian, who won the Class A private, championship last year. We brought Hoover in, who's probably about to win another 7A championship in Alabama, because we knew we needed to play really tough teams if we wanted to do well in tournament time.
So now that we've talked about the girls are obviously going to go play at Houston County tomorrow. Just give us kind of a brief preview without giving away too much on the X's and O fronts of what you expect from that game.
Houston County is a solid basketball team. They have a lot of seniors. I think they start 5 seniors, and they play good defense. They're really aggressive on the offensive glass. That's one of the things we noticed when we watched them on film. They don't have a ton of size, but they use their size effectively. They find lanes. They find open areas. We're going to have to move around. We think, Aaron Jackson and Amy Singh need to have big games tomorrow. They're a really good job, of finding holes in the zone. I think a couple of our players, Callie Gaddis had a really good practice today. I think she could help us tomorrow. Sophia Demaro, she really does a great job of finding holes in zones. And so we're hoping that if we can make them be uncomfortable, it could help us, going forward.
We want to thank everybody for joining us on Chiefs TV, the Chiefs TV pregame show presented by Barber Lackey Financial Group. Coach, let's switch gears for a little bit. Let's address the elephant in the room. How about that boys game Tuesday night?
That was the most insane thing I've ever been a part of. I've seen a lot of good basketball. I've never seen a high school game get up and down like that.
Will we ever see it again?
By the time I walk out of here, because it usually takes us a couple minutes to get out. I tried to get out here for the start, but I was a little bit late. I mean, I think they had 37 points in the first quarter, and I'm like, whoo, that's smoking hot. And then, I thought it was great that they have 61 at halftime. I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to get 100 easily.
Well, when they had 98 at the end of the third.
I was like, they scored 96 on the layup, and then Fisher gets the steal to go to 98. 10:30. 10-3-0. Yeah, 10:30 in the morning. We're going to stop, eat lunch.
You heard it here first, fans. The girls are going to be leaving the school at 10:30 in the morning, heading down to their playoff game at Houston County. Had to relay a little bit of information there to our athletic director, Pete Avoya, who does a fantastic job, by the way, as he is walking away from us, shaking his head in disgust.
I mean, he could have texted me, but we're I'll touch on that before we go back. We get an all-day plan tomorrow. We're going to bring the kids in early. It's a long trip, so you're trying to make it, where they're not just sitting around waiting all day. So we got, we're going to come in, we're going to shoot in the morning, we're going to drive down, stop, get lunch, then we're going to do a shoot around. and then, probably go to Buc-ee's just to waste a little bit more time, and then we'll get to, Houston a little bit before 5 o'clock. But the boys' game on Tuesday night, man, you got to make shots, and they needed every one of those points. I mean, think about it. They scored 135, still only won by 23.
Yeah.
I mean,
there was no point saving there. There was no saving it for tomorrow night, saving it for the next night. There was none of that.
A lot of times you think, I might need to save a couple, but they needed every bullet they got. So that's pretty big. And it was balanced scoring. It's not like one guy had 60. It's 36, 34, 20, 11.
We had 4 players with 30 points.
Yeah.
2 for Sequoyah and 2 for Paulding County. I mean, it was just an all-around.
Yeah, I mean, it's
what can you say?
Coach Carter and I, obviously, we spent a lot of time together. He does a fantastic job at the boys program, and we always talk about good shooting covers up a lot. And so when you're shooting well, it can cover up all the other areas. And, they sure shot the heck out of the ball that night.
Yeah, and, I went back and I made a compilation video, like a condensed broadcast, just where you could see all the buckets. And it was just the shots made. And the video was still 15 minutes long, just nothing of these ridiculous makes. I mean, I added the free throws and everything, but you still had Kyle Keener and Dylan Wally with these ridiculous back foot.
Yep.
We saw a lot of the Twitter followers were on there talking about how much of a lack of defense there was, but there's nothing about it. You had 4 players foul out for Paulding County. They were trying.
I mean, that's the thing people don't understand. Like, I know Coach Carter, he got a lot of texts and phone calls, and they're like, oh, man, why don't y'all play some defense? I mean, you don't need to when you're doing like that, but they did play D. Both teams hit some ridiculous shots. I mean, every time Paulding County brought a kid off the bench, he hit another 3.
It was a track meet.
It was just a track meet, and sometimes that happens. They were feeling it. We always talk about the War Lodge being a great place to shoot, and it really is. You got the nice backdrops. It's condensed. And, everything you feel on top of each other. You just get some confidence here. That's why we always want home games.
Yeah, and speaking of home games and confidence here in the War Lodge, we see the fans starting to trickle in for tonight's 7 o'clock tip-off between the Sequoyah Chiefs and the Rockdale County Bulldogs. Rockdale comes in with a 17-10 record. They went 7-5 in region play, and they are in Region 3-6A. Speaking of Region 3-6A, they have a monstrosity of a team in Grovetown in that region.
But our boys have already played them, isn't that right? Didn't Carden play the Grovetown earlier this year?
I believe they did. I don't have the roster with me. I can pull it up later. We can talk about that during the broadcast. But I mean, there is some tough teams in 6A basketball this year. I mean, you've got Wheeler, you've got Kell, you've got Sequoyah, you've got Rockdale County. You've got a lot of good teams. Yeah, Sequoyah beat them by 3 in overtime. So.
I mean, so obviously it's going to be tightly contested. I know, we can talk about common opponents at some point. Rockdale, obviously, probably played Grovetown 3 times.
Yep.
And when you see that, and so they're going to bring the athleticism. So it's just, but I'll say this for Coach Carden, just like us, like he's scheduled tough. Like he wasn't scared of anybody. He played Shiloh, he played Grovetown. We play in a good region.
In a good region. Yep.
So that really helps. And top to bottom, it's a battle on the boys' side. Where the girls' side, it's a little bit. We have some teams who are going through some growing pains. So, so that's why we tried to schedule as hard as I can. But Carden knew we had a good group. When you have so many seniors, that's what you got to do.
And not to pump up the county too much, but not to brag at all. But the only 2 teams left from our region, boys and girls, are our Cherokee County schools.
Yeah, and it's the same 2 Cherokee County schools. River Ridge, boys and girls, so it's one of those things where it prepares you. When you have, that was part of the allure to come over here was the youth infrastructure here in Cherokee County. A lot of people play the CYB basketball, and, the more you play, the more skilled you are, and by the time you get to high school, you turn out some better players. So even if you're not as good an athlete as some of these other schools, if you have some skill, especially in the high school game, you can cover up some of the loss of athleticism.
And, covering up the athleticism doesn't really seem to be a thing here because we had Kyle Keener score 34 points Tuesday night, did not make a 3-point shot.
That's crazy. When you told me that earlier today, I was like, really? I was at the game, but, you were saying that you don't think about it. But
there were so many of them, you thought you would have had to have one.
I mean, he's got to be the most undervalued player in the state of Georgia right now.
Yeah, he's got to be signed by somebody soon.
I mean, he's so heady. He's a winner, and that's what I try to tell coaches. I've had kids over the years who, maybe don't pass the eye test. And, and Kyle, you see him on the street, he probably doesn't pass the eye test. But when you see him step on the floor, he is a winner, and that's what you want out of your point guard. You want a bulldog as a point guard, and he gets after it. He takes the ball. He takes care of the ball. He makes free throws. He makes good decisions. He can shoot the ball. That's all the things you want out of a basketball player.
Yeah, and we talk about the success of this program as well. We've had 2 boys hit the 1,000-point club this year and a girl. And, we don't want to jinx it yet, but we may have another girl on the verge of also hitting the 1,000-point club. That's a rare accomplishment. So to have that many players get that close and to accomplish it in one season, how much of an amazing feat is that?
It just shows how much they work. You can't score 1,000 points if you don't work. Ellie, of course, scored 1,000, her junior year. Kyle and, Dylan both, got it this year, but, as freshmen, a lot of boys don't play as freshmen, so that's one of the things. That's why Ellie's probably got it in 3 years because she got it all the time. And, you talk about we're not jinxing it, but Aaron Jackson's going to get it. I feel it. I hope it happens tomorrow because, she's earned it. She's worked really hard. She's shooting over 35% from 3, and, she works hard every day. It's just one of those things where, she hadn't missed so many games last year because of, a COVID quarantine. Yeah. She'd probably already have it. So it's just one of those things where, these players, they work hard, and when you do that, the results show.
Well, fans, that will do it for our pregame show here. We're going to take a quick break. We've got about 5 minutes left until the game starts. We will bring you back for the national anthem, and then we will kick off things here tonight from the War Lodge for our 6A Sweet 16 matchup between the 23-6 Region 7 6A champion Sequoyah Chiefs and the visiting Rockdale County Bulldogs. 17-10 their record, boasting a 7-5 record in Region 3 6A. I am Chase Schaefer. Coach Yarbrough will be joining me for the boys broadcast as well. We will see you on the other side of the break here on Chiefs TV. The War Lodge here at Sequoyah High School. Sweet 16 matchup between the hometown Sequoyah Chiefs and the visiting Rockdale County Bulldogs. I am Chase Schaefer. Joining me in the booth is the girls' head coach, Coach Chris Yarbrough. Coach, the boys have made it this far. Can they make it to the next round?
I really think so. You know, I talked to Coach Garden during the shoot around today, and he felt really good about the preparation they had this week. They've come in, they've worked hard. They've been really locked in since the region tournament. They played 3 really good games last week in the region tournament, and then they come out on Tuesday night just absolutely smoking the ball from deep and from everywhere. So I'm really excited to be here for tonight.
Rockdale County no easy out of their own. They defeated Lee County in the first round of the playoffs in overtime by a score of 64-54. A big improvement from their 10-15 campaign they had last year. Still third in the region, though, behind Grovetown and Evans, as they are averaging 57.5 points per game. We saw a lot more points than that here Tuesday night. Does Sequoyah have another offensive effort like that, or will Rockdale County's defense be able to shut them down?
I think that's one of the things Coach Carden was kind of worried about. He knew they're going to get up in there, in our space. He really talked about executing, making sure we're making the extra pass, making the ball active to kind of take away their aggressiveness.
Our game tonight is brought to you by Barber Lackey Financial Group. They are our Sweet 16 title sponsor. As we get ready to get underway, it's the usual suspects for Sequoyah: Parker, Trainer, Wally, Keener, and Mitchell for Sequoyah. For the Bulldogs, it appears they have Witter, Rags, Chase Hill, Kari Dunn, and Kashawn Whitner as their starting 5. So stepping into the circle to take the jump ball will be Witter and Dylan Wally, Sequoyah's senior and leading points per game member of this varsity basketball squad, as we are underway here in the Sweet 16 of the 6A tournament as Sequoyah wins the tip. Wally to the corner for Parker as Sequoyah continues to just swing the ball around.
Man-to-man start for Rockdale right here.
Wally looks inside, nice inside look for Fisher Mitchell, who lays it off the glass and in. We saw Rockdale flashing a little bit of that athleticism as Makai Witter got up and almost slapped it off the glass.
Yeah, that was a great look inside. The key there was Fisher kept that ball high, that way it couldn't get blocked.
Ball shot way from downtown, no good. As Rags tried to get an early win on the Chiefs, it is still 2-0, 7:22 to go in the first quarter. And the ball is poked away from Kyle Keener. Nice behind the back dribble, and going to the basket is Hill. Hill lays it up and in.
Yeah, that's a tough play right there. One thing Coach Carden doesn't like is turnovers that lead to transition points. They got to take care of the ball a little bit better.
Wally dials up a 3-point shot of his own. It's to the left, and Rockdale will come up with the rebound. As Dunn leads the troops up the floor, he kicks the ball back over to Chase Hill. 12 points per game for the junior guard.
One of the things Carden was hoping for is he didn't think Rockdale shot the ball especially well, so he wanted to make them into a jump shooting team instead of attacking downhill.
Hill gets the ball back up top as he finds Dunn. Hill looks inside, turnaround, drives to the basket, and count it.
Yeah, that's just being out of position right there, and then you give him the foul to get the extra point. So you got to limit those options right there.
So Chase Hill starting the ball game on a tear for the Bulldogs. He will go to the charity stripe to see if he can convert on the and one. As Rockdale takes the lead early in the first quarter. Hill will convert, so your score 5-2. All 5 of those points have been scored by the junior guard from Rockdale County. Parker dials up a 3-point shot of his own, no good. Wally comes up with the rebound and lays the ball up and in.
Yeah. Big offensive rebound there. Trainer was right there as well.
5-4 your score. Rockdale on top of Sequoyah by 1. The student section has showed out in full force tonight. You can hear them in the background. Ball now at the top of the key, now down into the corner for Hill.
Hill really setting the tone for them.
3-point shot for Rockdale, no good. Ball still free down in the paint. Another shot goes up and put in. What a fantastic effort by Kashawn Whitner.
Yeah, that's a really good job in the offensive glass there. But the Sequoyah guys have got to get it into their bodies, clear space, and then get it.
Trainer with a nice spin move inside, but the ball is poked away. 7-4 your score. Rockdale on top of the Chiefs.
And a travel.
Was waiting on the word from the official. A turnover for Rockdale County, and they squander a chance to put this to a 2-possession ball game. 5:35 to go in the opening round of this Sweet 16 matchup here in Georgia 6A basketball.
Oh, he had him underneath.
Good look inside for Wally. He goes up and scores.
What a great look right there. They ran Wally off a double screen and then a curl and just opened up space.
So Sequoyah still trailing 7-6.
Going a little zone look here now.
Ball down into the corner for Hill. Hill pulls up Fisher Mitchell in his face. No good on the shot. Offensive rebound taken by Rockdale County. Ball still loose in the paint. Going up for a second time and putting the ball in will be Curry Dunn. Excellent play for Dunn. Mitchell dials up a three-point shot. No good, but Trainer's there on the rebound for the Chiefs. 9-6 your score in favor of Rockdale County. Fisher Mitchell for three, and he knocks it down.
Fisher has really been excellent over the last couple weeks shooting the three ball. You know, the first one's a little bit short. He made the good adjustment there on that second one.
So Rockdale County has come out and punched this Sequoyah team in the mouth. Let's see how they respond. 4:25 left to go in the first quarter. It is all tied up at 9 apiece.
This looks more like the Sequoyah 1-2-2 flat, as I believe Coach Garden calls it.
And the corner three-point shot knocked down by Kenneth Rags.
He's 1 for 2 now. Quick shot by Fisher. Right
and
there.
Fisher Mitchell responds immediately. That's 2 straight long balls for Fisher. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 12-12, 4:04 left to go in the first. This has been an exciting game out of the gate.
Yeah, the one area where Sequoyah has to do a better job is on the glass. They can't keep giving Rockdale second and third opportunities. You know, and I know Coach Garden's probably beside himself over there. You know, so, you got to box out, got to, get into your man, clear a little space, then go attack the ball. You know, because if you limit the second chances, then your offense really does well.
Want to thank our title sponsor for tonight, Barbara Lackey Financial Group, and their certified, or their CFP Glenn Barber. Barbara Lackey Financial Group has been helping clients plan their future since 1999. A good financial plan can be like solving a puzzle. Let us help you see the big picture. Barbara Lackey can help planning. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And Barbara Lackey helps many people with their college education.
Great read
planning.
right there from Matthew Trainer.
And the ball will go out of bounds.
I think that's off Preston right there. Yeah. So they came out in their 1-2-2 press right there, getting a little bit extended, and Matthew Trainer playing like a safety over there, picks off the pass. But a quick turnover negates the good defensive play.
If Matthew Trainer's playing like a safety, it's because he is a safety. The varsity standout not only in basketball but in football. Watches this three-point shot go up, but no good as Wally comes down with the board for Sequoyah. 3:40 left to go. Trainer also the shortest player on the floor for Sequoyah, but the team's leading rebounder as that pass is picked off by Rockdale County. Hill to the basket, lays it up and in.
He is playing really tough right now. But that's the third turnover. I think that's probably 6 points off turnovers that Rockdale's got.
And another three-pointer knocked down, this time by Kyle Keener. And the home team finally goes back up 1. Their first lead since the beginning of the ball game.
Keener gives a good ball fake over there to Dylan because they're so worried about him. It clears space and gets an open look.
15-14, 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Long shot goes off the front of the rim as it was dialed up by Keyshawn Whitner.
Parker with the rebound right there. Rockdale still playing man-to-man.
Wally one-on-one with Hill. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line is good. And Sequoyah walks the lead out to 3, 17-14, 2:40 to go in the first.
You know, one thing you love to see players do is play off 2 feet. Dylan, you got penetration to the free throw line, elevated, and got a nice little shot. Oh, we got a charge right there.
Offensive foul called on Kyrie Dunn, the sophomore point guard, as he picks up his first of the evening.
Looks like we got Stephen Galvin and Connor Harris coming in the game right now.
So Galvin and Harris check in for the first time. You can either count on one of those two guys to be the first one off the bench for this boys varsity team.
You know, Stephen Galvin really giving them good minutes down the stretch this year. You know, he didn't play a lot early on, but has played really well the last couple weeks.
Wally looking inside, and he is fouled.
A little hand check right there. You know, it's one of the areas of emphasis you were supposed to hear. You know, 2 hands is supposed to be automatic. You don't always get the automatic, though, these days.
So Hendricks draws the ire of the officiating staff. The senior, good inbound pass to Fisher Mitchell, who gets the ball out to Keener, but it is stolen by Whitner, and Whitner with the easy layup on the other side of the floor.
That's 4 points for Whitner now. Fisher's got impressive right there.
As he was the cornerstone of an 88% effort for the Sequoyah Chiefs from the free throw line. Coach, you got to make the free ones.
That's right, and he does a good job.
So Keener hits the first.
Rockdale getting some subs in for the first time, really. Ian Ash looks like he's coming in, and then number 0, Johnny Collins, coming in.
So Keener converts on both. Trainer will check back into the ballgame for Sequoyah as Harris comes to the bench. Harris tonight already with more misses than he had the entirety of the last game, as he did not miss, went 4 for 4 from the floor for the Chiefs.
Still showing a zone look.
In the paint, a lot of contact. And a good look from the three-point line for Collins, but Collins leaves the ball short.
That's gonna draw the ire of the student section right there the rest of the night every time he touches it.
As the official comes in and breaks up the exchange of information between Trainer and Witter.
20 seconds here. You got to think the Chiefs are probably going to try to hold for the last shot.
No shot clock in the playoffs here in the state of Georgia. That will be implemented next year. We experimented with it in regular season play this year.
You know, it really does add, flow to the game, but you would never know after, Tuesday night here.
Oh, and a nice elbow down low. Not sure that one got seen as Fisher Mitchell hits the shot at the end of the quarter. 21-20 at the end of the first frame.
It was, again, it was Stephen Galvin right there on the offensive glass, tips it out to Fisher Mitchell, and then Fisher grabs it and, clears at the buzzer to give him a 1-point lead.
So at the end of the first quarter, let's go ahead and thank our title sponsor for this evening, Barbara Lackey Financial Group. Barbara Lackey Financial Group has been helping clients plan their future since 1999. A good financial plan can be like solving a puzzle. Let us help you see the big picture. Barbara Lackey can help you with investment planning, income planning, and retirement planning. Follow Barbara Lackey Financial Group on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Barbara Lackey helps many people with their college education planning, 529s in education, IRAs. So the game has been as advertised here from the War Lodge tonight. Sequoyah with a 1-point lead, 21-20. But the story of the game so far is that defense for Rockdale County.
Yeah, I mean they're really playing aggressive, and so obviously the Chiefs have to really execute their offensive stuff here. But honestly, I'm going to tell you, it's on the offensive glass. I have Rockdale with 6 offensive rebounds in that first quarter, and that's just something that really can hurt you when you're giving teams, especially who are really athletic. They're getting around the basket and they're getting layups. Hill has really done a good job. He's got 2 offensive rebounds himself, and then I think 8 points to lead the way for him.
A big first quarter for Fisher Mitchell. He's already in the double-digit point total with 10. As we are underway here in the second quarter, ball back up top. Now down on the wing for Hill, who has had an incredible first quarter of this ball game.
All right, 2-3 zone look here from Sequoyah. Probably to try to help with the rebounding a little bit. They were a little higher that last time, but they're getting kind of hurt on the glass.
Inside look, ball is picked up. Now back out to the wing into the corner. Hill drives the lane. Pitches the ball over to Whitner. Step back jumper is good. And Rockdale County goes back up 1 point. 22-21.
All that started with Hill getting downhill into the lane to create the defense to where they had to draw to him. Preston,
and some contact as Preston Parker picks up the offensive foul.
You can't allow last time down, Hill really got penetration into the lane. That's one thing Sequoyah is going to have to do a better job. Close it off early. That way you can, mark everybody on the court.
Collins with the basketball for the Bulldogs. Pushes the ball out to the wing for Hill, who gives it back to Whitner.
Oh, nice read right there by Matthew Trainer.
Stolen by Trainer. Here comes Keener leading the charge. He gets the ball over to Wally, who fires up a three-point shot. It is not there. And a hard collision just beyond the three-point line. And Trainer picks up another. So Trainer heads to the bench as Harris checks back in for Sequoyah.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Dylan a little bit short. You know, that's the third miss he's had from the three-point line. You know, just got to, you know, shooters have got to shoot, though. You know, he does all the work. You know, he comes into my fourth period class all the time to get extra shots up during the day.
Hill with the ball, now over to Collins.
Again, more 2-3 look.
And a shot from about 10 feet away is dropped in for Rockdale County, and they push the lead back to 3. 24-21 your score with 6:24 to go in the first half.
You need to, and when you're playing that 2-3 zone, you really need to try to close off that baseline.
Preston Parker misses a three-point shot that was wide open. Hill with the ball. Numbers for Rockdale County, and we've got a foul on the floor. Charge! As Preston Parker cements his feet right in front of the basket, and Hill picks up an offensive foul for the Bulldogs.
That's a really great play. Really dangerous play, too. You want to make sure you're there because, you know, they don't get that call. That's 2 on Preston. So really good job of getting there, getting your feet set, and taking the charge.
24-21 your score in favor of Rockdale County. 6:05 to go in the first half. Wally loses a handle on the ball. Parker dials up a three-point shot, no good, as he missed by mere centimeters. Rockdale drives in the lane and a foul. No, a travel.
Yeah, he hopped and then hopped again. You can't hop twice.
As Makai Witter with the double Euro step gives the ball back to the Chiefs. 24-21, still your score. Possession arrow in favor of Chiefs. All sorts of foul trouble in the first half. And a 5-point deficit as Rags looks to make it a 6-point deficit.
Coach Gardner not going to take any chances right now. He's going to go to Stephen Galvin. But that really hurts, you know, Sequoiah's offense when Kyle's on the bench that early.
So Rockdale County has come in and given Sequoyah what for in the Sweet 16 round of 6A basketball here in the state of Georgia, and the three-point play is completed by Rags, and now Sequoyah facing down a 6-point deficit as your score from the War Lodge, the Rockdale County Bulldogs 30, the Sequoyah Chiefs 24.
That's a big run right there. It's a 6-0 run because it was 24 all, you know, after the Fisher-Mitchell 3. So this is a huge possession coming out of this timeout right here. Sequoiah's got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball on the offensive end and getting back on defense on the defensive end.
A very nice-sized crowd on tap here tonight from the War Lodge, as they are seeing a very physical ball game between two capable teams. Sequoyah going to have to find something else on offense. Fisher-Mitchell has 13 of the 24 points, and Wally and Keener just not being able to find their range early on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, now the Chiefs are – they have 9 misses from behind the arc, so they're 4 of 13, you know, and they shoot a lot of threes. There's no doubt about it, but you got to have those threes, you know, fall. You know, what we always tell our girls is, you know, let's work some inside-out touches. Our shots aren't falling. They might, on the other end, you know, the zone, you know, you're hoping they miss a lot of shots, but Collins now knocked down 2 out of 4, so we got to make sure they find him.
Wally makes both, so it is 33-30 in favor of Rockdale County.
A little bit of a press action here, a little 1-2-2 trap action.
Hill looks inside the paint, not there. Collins, can he make another one? Cross-court pass, and a three-pointer by Ruggs, no good. Parker comes down with the rebound for the Chiefs. Still 33-30, 2:02 left in the first half. Parker to the hoop, no good on the layup, and here comes Rockdale County.
Really quick in transition right there.
What a play by Chase Hill. And it's a 5-point game, 35-30, with an aggressive move to the basket by number 1.
Oh, nice crossover.
Galvin trapped in the corner.
Oh, you got a foul right here.
And a block coming against Rockdale County.
You know, talking to Coach Garden today earlier on, I was trying to get a feel for what he thought of Rockdale, and he was really, really worried about Chase Hill. You know, he's their leading scorer. You know, he called him their best all-around player, and we're showing that. He's really, really good about getting to the hole. 11
points so far this evening. Oh. Wally in the corner, Mitchell down low, lays the ball up and misses a layup. That was a gimme. 1:30 to go in the first half, 35-30 your score in favor of Rockdale County.
Just a little bit out of quite square there when he threw that ball off the glass. Oh, watch their hands though.
Hill almost has the ball poked away by Keener. Keener Ball on the floor, picked up by Keener, but stolen by Hendricks. And a three. I wish we were on top, but Rockdale County really came out with their hair on fire in this first half.
They did. This is definitely a different game than it was Tuesday.
Speaking of that game Tuesday, have you ever seen anything like that or been a part of that at any level of basketball you played?
Especially to watch and a fan. I've been in a couple of games like that in college. Never like that in high school, though, for sure.
No, certainly not. I told the guys in the broadcast, I said, the only time
gyms in the county have kind of gotten like renovated and new, but this has such an old school feel to it. It seems like almost like the fans and everybody's just right on top of you, and it almost has that feel of like a Duke playing in Cameron Indoor, where everyone's just right on top of you, and it just makes that atmosphere, just the energy. You can feel that energy, and especially as a player, you can really thrive off that energy and give you that.
Yeah, we saw it towards the end of the first half. Wally went up for a dunk.
Yeah.
Really got the crowd fired up, and then Rockdale County goes down and answers with a three-point shot of their own, and the other side of the gym gets rocking. I mean, it is such a fun environment. I wish we could replicate it on a broadcast, but it's just something you have to be here for.
Absolutely, absolutely. The energy can only be, you can only really feel it when you're here, and that dunk got me going. I was sitting front row over there in the corner, and it just gets you going. It gets you excited for the game.
Well, we're going to let you get going as we're going to go ahead and take a break here from the War Lodge. We're at the end of the first half. Your score is Sequoyah trailing Rockdale County by a score of 40-35. I am Chase Schaefer. When we come back from the break, Coach Chris Yarbrough will be joining me again here on Chiefs TV. Tyler Deal, thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
And welcome back to the War Lodge here at Sequoyah High School. Parker kicks it out to the corner. 3-point shot for Dylan Wally.
Big shot there by Dylan to get his first three of the game, but it all started with Preston Parker driving to the basket, drawing the defense to create the wide open shot.
40-38 your score, 7:14 left to go in the third quarter. Wally is now on pace with Fisher Mitchell and Chase Hill as all three of them have 13 points apiece.
A little bit of hold right there on that screen.
Hill has the ball poked away, and they'll say Rockdale County touched it last as excellent defense by Parker.
Interesting here that Coach Carden came back with Connor Harris so quick to start the second half.
Keener crosses half court, finds Parker. Parker tries to find a lane inside, and it will go back the other way.
That's a really, really tough pass right there. He tried to kind of one-hand thread it right through. There was just no area for Dylan to work with.
As Rockdale County has clogged up all of the paint, checking into the ballgame now is Daniel Ware, the 6'4 junior. As he leaves the ball back for Hill.
Still a 2-3 zone look for the Chiefs.
Cross-court pass all the way over to Dunn. Hill trying to set the offense in motion as Dunn passes the ball up to Collins, who had some huge three-point shots in the first half.
Yeah, Collins drawing the second half start here just because of the way he played. No travel right there. It looked kind of questionable. Oh, that's off his leg. Ooh.
So the ball goes out of bounds. We thought it was off Collins, but it will stay Rockdale basketball.
And here's where the no shot clock hurts you. You play with the shot clock all year, at least the Chiefs have. Rockdale gets to play as methodical as they want against this zone to try to create the shot they want.
What a crowd here at the War Lodge tonight.
Yeah, excellent job. The Hickory Flat area, people just come out and support. Fisher's got to watch out on the backside over there. 22's trying to slip him behind.
Well, the folks from Conyers have showed up in full force as well. There's a huge contingent of folks who have made the drive. Inside look, shot pulled up and knocked down. Beautiful shot by Kerry Dunn.
That's a tough shot. Connor Harris is there contesting. He just hit a high arcing shot.
Preston Parker for three, no good. Wally on the putback, and it's good. 42-40 your score. Rockdale County on top of the Chiefs, but Sequoyah keeping them within arm's length. 5:44 to go in the third quarter.
That's Dylan's second offensive rebound putback right there, so doing a good job on the offensive glass.
Collins at the top, back over to Witter.
Little skip pass right there. Didn't quite have their spacing.
Collins for three, no good. And some contact, the ball away, out of bounds. And Sequoyah takes over as that ball careens into the crowd.
It's Witter's second offensive rebound, but then he threw the ball away.
Galvin will give Parker a break as he checks in for the Chiefs.
Yeah, Preston really struggling to shoot the ball. He's 0 for 5 behind the arc tonight. So, but Coach Carden has a lot of trust in him. Just got to find his range.
Keener, one-on-one, now passes the ball over to Galvin, who is on the wing.
Good skip pass right there from Mitchell. But Rockdale really recovered well.
Galvin looks inside to Harris. Keener tries to find a spot. Harris goes up, and he's hacked twice.
Didn't get the first one, but I think he got the second one. I'm guessing it's going to be on Ware right here.
Well, the first and the second got him. So Connor Harris takes a trip to the nail for Sequoyah.
If I have it right, the Chiefs only shot 4 free throws in the first half. A big change from the game on Tuesday night.
Harris sinks the first, and it's a 1-point ball game. 4:59 left to go in the third. As your score is 42-41 as Wally makes his way back over to the line.
I wouldn't be shocked to see the full court press right here.
And we have a tie ball game, 42-42, 5 minutes left in the third.
Nope, the Chiefs are going to just drop back into the zone.
So Sequoyah staying faithful to the zone here in the second half of action.
So it looks like Rockdale's really trying to overload. The zone is most vulnerable when you get the ball behind. There it is right there.
Turnaround look, ball is up, no good on the shot. Rebound by Trainer. As Keener takes the ball, Trainer is Sequoyah's leading glass cleaner. And ironically enough, the smallest starter of the 5. Wally inside, loses the basketball. It's picked up by Galvin. Wally with the head fake, drives in the lane, goes up and lays it up and in. Sequoyah back out front. 44-42 your score.
That's a big start here in the third quarter for the Chiefs.
4:13 left to go in the third. Sequoyah back on top. Wally now with 17.
And only one three-pointer.
As the War Lodge comes to life now that Sequoyah in the driver's seat.
Rockdale really trying to get behind the zone right there.
Hill to the line,
no
to the
call.
basket, no call. Collins wide open for three, no good. Rebound taken by Mitchell.
Oh, we got a foul right there.
And a foul on the Bulldogs as Mitchell was wrestling for the rebound.
One thing Coach Garden teaches, he talks about chinning the basketball. That way you can't get to it. And Fisher did a good job right there of protecting it.
This 6A basketball game in the Sweet 16 has been everything that we thought it would be and then some. Some exciting ball being played here at the War Lodge. Wally inside, pull-up jumper, knocks it down.
Excellent drive to the lane, elevate and release. Good job right there by Dylan.
Sequoyah up 46-42. 3:22 to go in the third quarter. Drive into the lane by Dunn. Dunn gets tied up and the ball squirts free and a foul called.
Who's he going to call it on? Oh, that's on Kyle. That's three. That's tough right there.
So Kyle Keener picks up his third foul, and we still have 11 minutes and 12 seconds of basketball left to play.
I mean, that really hurts the Chiefs' offense, but you got to have faith in your bench this time of year when stuff like that happens. Oh, he dribbled off his foot. That's going the other way. Ooh. Oh, I don't know about that one. You know, I try to be as unbiased as possible, but it sure looked like that ball kicked off of Whitner's foot.
Stays Bulldogs basketball. Whitner has Galvin in his face. Hill through the lane, drives it up and lays it in.
That's actually pretty good defense right there. Oh, they almost got away with one right there.
Almost a steal for Whitner. Wally drives in, has it poked away. 2-on-2 coming back the other direction. Ball laid up and in, and we're back to a tied ball game thanks to Kyrie Dunn. Galvin looks inside for Trainer. Easy layup for the junior.
Good vision right there by Stephen Galvin, and then Trainer finishes at the rim. That's what you want to do.
48-46 your score. 2:30 to go in the third. Both teams going back and forth. Dunn to Whitner. To Hendricks.
Again, looking to get the ball behind. I think it was an inadvertent whistle right there.
And an inadvertent whistle. I think the official thought that the Rockdale County head coach had called a timeout, and Reginald Jacobs had done no such thing. So we will get an inbound pass on the far sideline.
Coach Jacobs has done a really good job with this team. You know, this is his first year as head coach over at Rockdale, and they have really, really improved, it looks like.
And they improved greatly from a 10-15 campaign last season. So to have them here playing with one of the best shooting teams in the state, and it's a 2-point deficit, that's quite an accomplishment. Make that a no-point deficit as Dunn ties the ball game back up. 1:55 to go in the third.
Again, you got to limit the dribble penetration against the zone, and they're not doing a good job of that right now at the top.
Sequoyah keeping the ball on the perimeter. Ball poked away and slapped around. It goes off of Sequoyah.
I think we're going to have an overrule
And
here.
we have the official coming in from the side. As the official wants to have a conversation. So as we get this cleaned up. And it stays Rockdale County basketball.
This is a crucial minute 35 for the Chiefs here. With your point guard leader on the bench with 3 fouls, they need to survive this minute and a half. Oh, really lackadaisical with the ball right there.
Almost a costly turnover for Rockdale County. Good job for Sequoyah recovering. Big miss.
Oh, that's off 24.
And it will stay Rockdale County basketball again.
Not sure about that one.
So a minute 21 left to go in the third of a 48-48 ball game. Pull-up jumper, no good. And a push in the back keeps the ball in favor of Sequoyah. So Parker went up for the rebound. Too much contact trying to go for the basketball. Did not pick up the number. We'll see it on the scoreboard here in a second.
Coach Garden going back with Keener right here. Really crucial for him not to pick up a fourth foul.
A minute 17 left to go in the third. That would be a huge loss for Sequoyah. And we have some moisture on the floor, as our equipment manager will clean that up.
Crowd favorite.
And it is starting to get interesting here at the War Lodge.
We'll see if they run a set out of here, if they just go with their regular Kentucky offense.
Mitchell leaves the ball back for Keener. Keener with a nice head
Good
fake,
ball.
pulls up, shoots, no good, but he's fouled. So Keener gets a trip to the line with 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 48-48, still your score.
Yeah, really good job right there of using the shot fake, penetrating, and then drawing the foul.
Wally with 19 points, but Keener so far only 8. And make that 9, as he went 17 for 18 from the free throw line last Tuesday night.
Does such a good job at the free throw line. When you have a point guard who can shoot over 90% at the line, it's just such a luxury to have.
He hasn't missed this evening, and he pushes the lead back out to 2 in favor of the Chiefs. 50-48 your score, as Keener now has 10 points on the evening. Chase Hill with 15 on the other side of the floor for Rockdale County, as he will inbound the ball to Collins.
You know, with Keener being in so much foul trouble, Stephen Galvin getting a lot of minutes tonight.
Collins has hit some huge three-point shots for Rockdale County. He'll push the ball over to Hill.
A little stutter step right there.
Inside move, Collins dials it up, head fakes. Cross-court pass over to Chase Hill, who knocks a three-point shot down. A 1-point lead for Rockdale County, 51-50, 30 seconds left. To the basket, no good. And a chance for Rockdale County to get a bigger lead. They were only leading by 1. To the hoop, laid up and in. What a play by Kashawn Whitner.
That's a big swing right there.
13 seconds left, 53-50.
Preston.
8 seconds left. Wally, pull up 3, not there, no good on the rebound. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Shot heaved up, no good, as the bank is not open. So at the end of 3 very exciting quarters of basketball, your score, Rockdale County 53, Sequoyah 50.
That was a big run right there by the Bulldogs. You know, really taking the pressure to the Chiefs. You know, Preston Parker continues to struggle a little bit from the field. You know, he anticipated the contact down there and kind of went off balance at the rim. Didn't quite finish, and it led to 2 more points going the other way. So the Chiefs have got to clean that kind of stuff up in the fourth quarter.
Boy, this one's getting exciting, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's what playoff basketball is all about. There's no easy games. Like, you have to play well.
So let's go ahead and thank our title sponsor for tonight, Barbara Lackey Financial Group. Glenn Barber, we want to thank him. Barbara Lackey Financial Group has been helping clients plan their future since 1999. A good financial plan can be like solving a puzzle. Let us help you see the big picture. Barbara Lackey can help you with investment planning, income planning, and retirement planning. You can follow Barbara Lackey Financial Group on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Barbara Lackey helps many people with their college education planning as well. 529s and education IRAs. Coach Yarbrough, in boxing, they call this the money round.
That's right. You know, the winner's going to get right here. You know, they're going to throw, punch for punch. Coach Derek DeWitt from Marietta giving me wants a shout out here. You know, the defending state champs. You know, did such a great job with that group last year. The former head coach here, so he's really, trying to pull on the Chiefs right now.
Rockdale starts the quarter with the basketball. Hill, 18 points on the night. He's at the top. Ball poked away by Trainer, but it goes out of bounds.
Good recognition right there. You know, in the zone, that's what you want to see. You anticipate the passing lanes, and if you can get it, that's where you want to go to.
We'd be remiss if we didn't mention that the girls will be playing at Houston County tomorrow night. What time's that game, Coach?
6 p.m. in Warner Robins.
6 p.m. in Warner Robins. Go cheer on your girls as they are in the Sweet 16 as well. But back to the Sweet 16 matchup at hand. Good inside look for Whitner. Pull-up jumper for Whitner. Not there. Host of Chiefs under the basket. Keener looks inside. Pull-up jumper. No good as an unforgiving rim gives the ball right back to Rockdale County. Still 53-50.
Still plenty of time, but it looks like Rockdale's really going to be methodical right here.
Drive to the basket. In the corner. Now over to Collins at the top. Whitner.
Again, no shot clock. They can hold it for the entire 7 minutes if they want to.
Hill looks inside. Oh, and his pass is picked off by Galvin. Here comes Wally with the crossover and a foul.
Jaden Hendricks did not like that call. He thought he was there.
He got crossed up, and as he was falling, fell into Dylan Wally, and the foul goes on Hendricks. Hendricks picks up his third.
Oh, Connor Gillette showing on the floor now. We're really a three-point specialist. Carden trying to find something off the bench, get some offense.
Keener in the corner, fires up a three-point shot. It is not there, and the shooting woes continue for the Chiefs. Two on one the other way. To the basket and scores is Whitner.
That's a really, really unfortunate segment right there for the Chiefs.
55-50 your score.
Oh, that's a foul.
And another foul on Hendricks, and that's his fourth.
But again, with this, you know, in Georgia, with the fouls resetting every quarter, it takes a while to get to the line.
No, that's his third. I thought the last one was his third, but apparently this one's his third. So 2 quick fouls for Hendricks, and he is in foul trouble. Coach Jacobs leaves him on the floor.
It's a big offensive possession right here.
55-50 in favor of Rockdale County. 6:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Keener to Mitchell. Mitchell fires up a three-point shot. No good. Too much on it. And Sequoyah, 3-on-1 for Rockdale County. The other way! Oh, what an alley-oop by Makai Whitner! Keener fouled going to the hoop.
That was absolutely necessary there by Keener. Rockdale has really taken the pressure here early on in the fourth quarter, and the Chiefs are struggling, so they need to get some points to kind of settle us down.
So a 7-point lead for Rockdale County, but Keener is going to the free throw line for Sequoyah.
Something to look at down the stretch. Rockdale shoots the free throws at a 62% clip. So if it starts to get into, they need to foul, could be tough. Hendricks leading the way at 79% at the line.
Keener sinks the first and the second. It's a 5-point ball game. And a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Carden. Chris, what a game.
This has been really good. Really impressive by Rockdale County, how they have dictated the pace. You know, the Chiefs have stayed in the zone defense all day long because they're worried about the athleticism, and it showed right there on that last dunk. You know, Rockdale can really get it down. They can throw some hammers. I mean, he really elevated it on that last play. So this is a very important possession right here. You know, Rockdale's playing really methodical. At some point, they may have to come out of the zone because if they're going to continue to run 35, 45 minute off the clock, you're going to limit your chances to cut into the lead on the other end.
So we come out of the timeout. Let's see what Coach Carden has dialed up. Not often this year we have seen the Chiefs trailing 57-52, as they are going to have to dial up quite the effort here in order to stave off the Rockdale County Bulldogs, who have played a fantastic defensive game.
A little full court press here. Probably going to be their zone press, it looks like. No, they're going full court man.
So Hill will go one-on-one with Wally. Parker matches up with Hendricks. He'll switch over to Collins. Collins to Hill. Parker stays on him. Collins to the hoop. And a three-point shot by Hendricks is no good. Keener comes down with the rebound.
They got it. They got some numbers. Oh, we got Fisher on the trail.
Fisher up top from the key. No good. And a tie-up down low between Parker.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's got it looks like it's a jump.
Arrow in favor of the Chiefs.
When you're playing that hard, emotions are going to take over. Both players trying to get the ball. Good call right there. They try to settle them down.
So 57-52 still your score. 5:23 to go in the ball game. Jump ball will send the possession arrow over in favor of the Chiefs. They get the ball back. Down by 5. Sequoyah has to come up with something. Parker with the head fake. While Keener in the corner, dials up a three-point shot, and a big three for Kyle Keener, and it's a 2-point ball game.
What a shot right there. Good execution. You got a good pump fake from Preston Parker, drew a little extra defense, then kicked it right back to the corner.
And the War Lodge coming back to life with that three-point shot. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Hendricks on the wing.
Oh, Trainer fell down right there. Good recovery, though.
Collins, inside look to Witter. Witter going to go baseline. Pushes it out. Hill at the top. Whitner will step back over the Chiefs logo. Looks inside, tries to find a lane. It's there. He lays it up. No good. Rebound taken by Trainer. Ball pushed over to Keener.
Rebound right there. Oh,
and an inside look to Fisher Mitchell. What a block by Chase Hill.
Oh, and he threw it off Trainer. Oh, my gosh, he got it. He got the block, got his own rebound off the block, and then threw it off Trainer to keep possession of the ball.
Chase Hill, what a play by the 6'3 junior.
Well, that was a great look, finding Fisher sprinting down the floor, just couldn't finish at the rim.
Collins leaves it for Hill. Hendricks to Whitner. 4:11 left to go. 57-55 in favor of Rockdale. Turnaround jumper.
Good
short.
Defense there by Trainer. Good rebound by Dylan Wally.
So Sequoyah switches to a man and starts forcing some low percentage shots for, and Preston Parker with 3. No good. Mitchell comes down with the rebound. Keener all by himself. Dials up a three-point shot. There it is!
Huge shot there by Kyle Keener, but it all started on the offensive glass right there.
And a timeout taken by Rockdale County after a huge three-point shot by Kyle Keener.
Fisher Mitchell there to get the offensive rebound, and they lost Kyle Keener in all the chaos, and then Kyle buries it to give the Chiefs a 1-point lead.
3:46 left to go in the ball game, 58-57. Boy, what a barn burner here at the War Lodge.
This is unbelievable. The atmosphere is great. Everybody's into it. This is what playoff basketball is all about.
Survive and advance. Who will keep their dancing shoes on after tonight?
Coming out of this timeout is really big defensive possession for the Chiefs. We want to make sure that we keep them, contained.
Our title sponsor has certainly got their money's worth tonight. That title sponsor being Barbara Lackey Financial Group. Barbara Lackey Financial Group has been helping clients plan their future since 1999. A good financial plan can be like solving a puzzle. Let us help you see the big picture. Barbara Lackey can help you with investment planning, income planning, and retirement planning. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. They also help people with their college education planning, 529s, and education IRAs. We want to thank them for sponsoring our game here tonight. 3:46 left to go if you are just tuning in on Chiefs TV. I am Chase Schaefer. Joining me is Chris Yarbrough. Sequoyah on top by 1, 58-57. It has been an exciting back and forth with neither team gaining a clear advantage. Hill picks up his dribble.
Open.
Wide open three-point shot from the top of the arc, and it's buried by Kerry Dunn.
Chiefs got caught in the switch right there, and they didn't actually switch, so left Dunn wide open.
3:20 left to go, 60-58 Bulldogs. Wally to Mitchell. Mitchell for 3, knocks it down!
What a big answer right there from Fisher Mitchell, his 4th three-point ball of the night.
61-60 your score, 3:05 to go in the final round of this heavyweight battle. Fisher Mitchell up to 16 points with that three-point shot. Hill at the foul line. Kicks it back, crossover move, step back, jumper is knocked down.
It's a two.
Oh, what a shot.
What a shot.
2-point shot by Curry Dunn. And a 2-point lead. 63-61.
Oh, good screen there by
and
Fisher Mitchell.
Shot by Wally is no good. Parker comes down with the rebound, lays the ball back up and in, and we are tied at 63 apiece.
Looks like we got a timeout maybe. Big offensive rebound right there, and that's Preston Parker's first points of the night.
And so we're going to fix the scoreboard as that last shot was marked up as a 3-point shot. The official comes over to the table and says it is a 2-point shot. So that officially makes your score 63-62.
I thought they gave him a 2, but I guess not. Okay.
So Sequoyah back on top by 1. 2:28 left to go in the fourth quarter of a 1-point ball game.
He clearly marked that as a 2 on the big shot there.
He did, but it got marked up as a 3. So the official coming over to the scorer's table and correcting it. Sequoyah playing back again, no pressure. 63-62 in favor of the Chiefs. 2:25, and here comes the War Lodge faithful again.
High hedge right there by Fisher Mitchell.
Hill to the basket, lays it up. If that goes in, oh, wow.
That was
no good on the shot, rebound by Sequoyah. 2:07 left to go in the fourth, 63-62 Chiefs.
Don't have to shoot here. You can really execute and get the shot you want with 2 minutes left.
Keener inside. Now back out to Mitchell. 1:50 left to go in the ball game.
Rockdale at 3 fouls, so they have a couple to give. I wonder if they'll try to hold.
1:40 left. Here comes Keener. He's got a lane to the hoop. No good on the wide open layup. 1-point ball game. Here comes Rockdale County, and that's got to be a travel or something. And a foul is called on Parker.
They're going to get Preston on the foul right there.
But it's a shooting foul.
Yee.
So 1:32 left to go. I kind of thought that one was on the floor.
Hill 63% at the line this year.
Misses the first.
Hit his first of the night.
Hill can tie the game up. As the student section getting rowdy again. Big free throw here for Hill.
Missed
no
them both.
Good.
That's
Fisher
a
with
hold.
the rebound.
Wow, misses 2. He's played so well, but can't hit the 2 free throws with pressure.
And a full timeout called by Coach Carden. Coach, what are we watching here?
It's stressful, you know. I'm glad I'm not coaching this one right now. You just don't know what's going to happen. One of the things here is Coach Carden, I got a feeling he's going to try to get them out wide, spread them out, but I guarantee you Rockdale's going to come with a lot of pressure. They're going to try to trap a handoff. They're going to try to create some offense out of their defense. They've still got 2 more fouls to give before they even put Sequoyah at the free throw line. And you never know when an official is going to call a foul this late in the game. So they're probably going to come out with a lot of aggression, but the Chiefs have to be strong with the basketball.
What else do we have left to say? 1:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. Sequoyah up 63-62.
It's been a hell of a game out of both teams. You just want to make sure that in the last 26 seconds here, minute 26, that everything slows down for you. The Chiefs do not have to rush.
1:26 left to go. One team will go to the Elite Eight, and one team will be done for the year, and they'll take another crack at it next season.
All right. Sequoyah going with a stack right here. One thing that kind of hurt Rockdale in this quarter, they went to the stall really early, and I think it kind of got them out of their momentum on offense.
Keener takes the ball back.
You want layups and free throws now with that much time.
Keener with a nice spin move. Ball over to Parker.
They're going to have to,
Keener taking his time, gets the ball back out to Parker, who gives it back to Keener.
He's got it. Oh, that's
and a foul.
All right, that's only 4. They got 2 more to give. And this is perfect execution. Playing a little 2-man game there with Preston, get the ball back. They're going to either have to trap or they're going to have to foul. They can't just sit there and let the Chiefs run out the clock. They ran 20 seconds off right there before they get the foul.
A minute 6 left to go. 63-62 in favor of the Chiefs. Either Tucker or Kell awaits the winner of this ball game. Parker on the inbound. Leaves the ball for Keener. 1 minute left to go in the ball game. 63-62 Sequoyah. Keener backs out.
There comes the trap. Kick out.
And Parker puts the ball down. Parker inside look, goes to the lane, lays it up,
That's
no
just
good.
Not the shot you want right there.
42 seconds left. Here comes Rockdale to the hoop, lays it up.
He missed it.
No good.
Trainer with
comes
a
down
big
with the rebound. Long cross-court pass to Preston Parker. Parker up. And it's fouled.
God, that was awfully hard right there. I'd be calling for the intentional foul. It didn't look like he made a play on the ball.
Hard foul sends Preston Parker to the floor. 32 seconds left.
What a huge rebound by Trainer. Was that Hill on the missed layup, or was that Dunn on the other end? I didn't see it.
I think it was done.
Parker going to the line for 2.
32 seconds left, 1-point game, and Parker knocks down the first.
All right, timeout, full timeout here. Going to try to ice Preston Parker here with 32 seconds left.
So Carden out there telling
our principal, Bob Van Alstyne, up here yelling at me, why didn't we dribble it out? I agree. I wouldn't have shot there. You either want to make them foul you or you want wide open layups. You know, Preston, saw a lane, but they collapsed on him. You got to kick that ball out and, reset it back up. That way you can get a better look.
32 seconds left to go. Sequoyah in the bonus.
One thing to recognize here, so if Parker hits this shot right here, they're going to go up by 3, okay? The Chiefs have 4 fouls to give before Rockdale gets to the line. So they could really slow him down by getting a couple hand checks, make them run 5-6 seconds, get a hand check. 5-6 seconds more, get a hand check.
Sounds like a job for Dylan Wally because he has no fouls on the night.
Yes, I mean, you basically
Can't
take Kyle out.
Can't be Kyle.
You basically go offense for defense. Coach Garden's got 2 timeouts left. If you get a rebound, you call timeout and get him back in.
And here we go, 32 seconds left in the ball game. Parker to the line. He's got 1 more shot.
This is a big free throw right here. Probably about to get one of those alerts from my my Apple Watch telling me my heart rate's a little bit higher than usual.
Parker sinks it. 3-point ball game. 65-62 your score.
Chiefs are 12 of 12 at the free throw line tonight.
Talk about your key stat of the game. The parent section and the student section both come alive. 30 seconds left to go. Sequoyah up by 3.
If you're Rockdale, you probably want to go quick, try to get to the rim.
Collins, he's hit some good ones this game, and he hits another one. Tied up at 65.
What a shot right there.
And Keener calls a timeout. Collins has hit some big 3-point shots.
Wow, what a deep 3. They ran a little
Go ahead.
They ran a little handoff action right there. Hill to Collins, and Collins buries it from deep.
13.9 seconds left. Tie ball game.
Collins has hit 4 shots all night, all of them from behind the arc. He's now 4 of 7.
Shout out to Art Mosley, who's in the crowd here tonight.
Oh, we love Art Mosley. Does such a great job here for years as one of the freshman coach. Went up to Cherokee this year.
We'll forgive him for that.
Yeah, I know. Maybe this one time. All right, so key here, 13.9 seconds left. You want to run your best play. But you want to make sure that Rockdale has no chance to get another shot. So you want to go under 10. You want to attack, draw a defense, and knock down a shot. And remember, on any foul, Sequoyah shooting.
Sequoyah shooting.
We'll be in the 1-and-1 the rest of the way.
So as we come out of the full timeout, it is money time here from the War Lodge. 13.9 seconds left to go in a game that has been a GHSA 6A instant classic. 65-65, Sequoyah basketball. Inbound pass to Keener. 11 seconds left. 10.
Gonna clear out space right here.
7.
Oh, wow.
Oh, a big turnover for the Bulldogs with 3 seconds left to go as that ball was stripped away by didn't see the player.
I think it was Whitner. Whitner had him. Kyle went for the crossover right in front, and he just picked his pocket. You know, credit Rockdale right there, bringing aggression right there, not letting Sequoyah dictate where that last shot was going to come from.
So 3.5 seconds left to go in a tie ball game.
That's a ton of time. The ball's going to be inbounded just right of the timeline.
You said Sequoyah had some fouls to give.
They do. Now the key is you do not
foul the shooter.
Foul the shooter, so you want to make sure. Especially if you force them to inbound it deep, because this is the way you can make them use more clock. So if you force them to inbound it behind, on the other side of the timeline, you can go foul immediately and have them reset, and then they got to go further. And you can back them up almost to the goal. Now, if Rockdale throws it deep, then that's a different story. This is where their athleticism could hurt.
3.5 seconds left after the huge defensive play by the Bulldogs. Rockdale played an overtime game their last game. They beat Lee County on their home court. Can they beat the Chiefs on their home court as well?
You got 4 fouls to give. You got to come up and I would almost foul immediately. Only Keener has 3 fouls. Parker's got 2. Trainer's got 1. Dillon's got none. Fisher's got 1.
Let's see what Rockdale draws up. Inbound pass to Hill. Ooh. Hill's fouled immediately.
I see Coach Carter and I thinking alike. So now 2 seconds. You just do it again, but you can't let him gather for a shot.
And it's Wally. That's only his first.
Still got 3 fouls to give with 2 seconds. I would look for Rockdale to try to go deep. All right, he's going to draw up something right here. I guarantee he's going to try to get the ball closer inside.
So another timeout on the floor.
Is that Rockdale's final timeout, or they still got 1 remaining? Yeah, that's it. So they can't call timeout again.
So a 30-second timeout with 2 seconds left to go in the ball game. 65-65 your score. Woo. After a huge turnover by Sequoyah.
Again, you don't have to guard the inbounder. You could try to, get the ball to somebody who doesn't handle it as well. Hill's done such a good job for them all day. All right, they're going to go stack right here. Probably try to get something going towards the basket.
Fisher Mitchell playing deep. 2 seconds left. Inbound pass. There it is. Shot goes up. No good.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if Trainer didn't pull that goal down.
No call. As it stands right now, we're going to overtime.
My goodness. That was we almost had contact here at the top of the key with Keener, and then that ball was just a little bit short, and it looked like, whoa. Woo. Heart Attack City. But hey, we get 4 more minutes now.
So regulation couldn't sort it out. We'll play an extra frame. 65-65. Let's thank Barbara Lackey Financial Group, our title sponsor for the night. Barbara Lackey Financial Group has been helping clients plan their future since 1999. A good financial plan can be like solving a puzzle. Let us help you see the big picture. Barbara Lackey can help you in investment planning, income planning, and retirement planning. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Barbara Lackey helps many people with their college education planning, 529s and education IRAs. So overtime here from the War Lodge. We couldn't sort it out in 4 frames, so we'll take one more short crack at it as the winner will go on to the Elite Eight, and they will either take on Kell or Tucker in the next round.
That's right. That game is tomorrow. You know, a lot of weren't too many games here tonight in the boys' side of the bracket. I did see on the girls' side, Brunswick beats Buford, knocks the Wolves out of the tournament. And Rome goes down to Grovetown and knocks off the #1 seed there.
Witter and Wally. Tip-off won by Sequoyah. 3:55, we are in overtime.
Usually when you get in overtime, it's that one guy who's kind of the unsung hero could come up big.
Wally for three. No good. Rebound still up in the air. Hill has the ball. He pushes it ahead, slows down, now looks inside. Gives the ball back to Whitner. Whitner.
I don't think they want Fisher on Hill. Yeah, I didn't think so. Kind of got caught in the switch right there.
Collins, he's hit some big three-pointers for Rockdale tonight. Rockdale just switching until they get a matchup they like.
Yeah, running a little handoff action, trying to get the matchups they want. You know, Keener's got to be careful. Still has 3 fouls. Don't want to pick up that 4th.
Hill. Now over to Whitner.
Ooh, a little bit.
And a corner three-point shot, no good. Fisher Mitchell with the rebound. Pushed ahead to Wally. Sequoyah's got numbers. Wally up and lays it in. 67-65.
What an outlet pass right there to get it down the court. But a great box out by Fisher Mitchell. Clear space and then attacks the basketball.
Whitner in the lane, lays it up and in, and we're tied at 67.
That was a really good attack right there by Whitner.
Pushed ahead for Parker, and the shot is blocked. His three-point shot is swatted into next week.
Parker now 0 for 7 from behind the arc. You know, he's due. I just got a feeling if he gets a clean look, he's going to get one.
They'll find that ball in Conyers when they get back home tonight after that one was swatted into oblivion. Inbound pass, Fisher Mitchell.
And remember, anytime Rockdale fouls, the Chiefs will head to the basketball game. The free throw line, sorry.
Keener inside, now bounces it out to Trainer, who has his pocket picked.
Ooh, getting a little lackadaisical with the basketball right there. 2:21 left.
67-67, still your score. Sequoyah will take it in the near side corner right in front of the student section. Inbound pass to Parker. Parker with the spin move. And left for Keener up top.
Gotta watch the holds.
Mitchell flashes up top. And gives the ball back to Keener.
Don't have to rush.
Keener.
Oh, nice acceleration!
Sequoyah 69, Rockdale County 67.
Kyle Keener just has such a knack for finding the spaces and getting to the rim, and a nice finish off the glass.
A minute 45 left to go in overtime. Hill back out to Whitner. He's got to get it to the
he's over the back. Oh my goodness, what a huge mistake. He just wasn't quite set when the pass got to him. It deflects off his hand, and they can't gather it in.
So Parker comes off the floor as Galvin will check in.
You know, Stephen Galvin, a really good free throw shooter too.
A minute 40 left to go in overtime. Your score 69-67 in favor of the Chiefs.
Oh, here comes the towel crew.
And the towel crew back on the floor under the right side basket.
Haven't seen them a lot tonight. They haven't been running around as crazy as they have been.
They had a whole army of them Tuesday night.
Oh my goodness! My wife said they started multiplying when she was watching the game.
Sequoyah stacks again. Oh, there it goes.
We'll see if they go stall right here.
A minute 35 left to go. Sequoyah up by 2, 69-67 to the rim.
And the foul. See, that's the one you want. They overplayed. They ran double reverse right there. They run an elevator to the right side, and then they cut hard trying to get the back door, but the lane opened up, and Keener took it right to the hole.
Kyle Keener to the free throw line. 90 seconds left in overtime. First one. Good.
Makes it a 3-point ball game. This is the big one right here to make it a 2-possession game with a minute and a half left.
Collins comes back in for Rockdale. I wonder why that could be. Does anybody need a three-pointer?
I appreciate all the shout-outs I'm getting on my phone from a lot of the coaches here at Sequoyah saying I might need a new career after this game.
Sank. Keener hits the second.
Big-time shot right there. Makes it a 2-possession ball game. Now Coach Carden gets to call the timeout and set his defense. Rockdale doesn't have to get the three. They can attack quickly and get going downhill.
So a full timeout. We'll go ahead and sit down for a second.
I never stood up, but Chase, you've been pacing there for a little bit. It's one of the advantages for having the crow's nest up here, versus being on the sideline.
Where we have to stay seated the
we
entire
gotta
time.
stay seated. So up here, you can kind of walk around, and it's been some good stuff. But I figure we've been luck. I've been seated and not getting up right now.
71-67 your score. A minute 30 left to go in overtime.
Look at the big three tonight, though. Kyle Keener with 21. Kyle with 22. Dylan with 21. Fisher with 16. But those guys just refuse to lose. They have been playing their guts out. It was Fisher Mitchell early, then Dylan in the middle section, and then Kyle's been huge down the stretch.
Fisher's about due for another shot. He hasn't sank a shot since the third quarter.
I would guess at this point we're getting layups and free throws. I don't think if we take another three, I would be shocked.
Fisher just needs to be a big body at this point.
Big body, rebound, wall up underneath. Do a good job. Same with Matthew Traynor. Their job is to go in and get rebounds and make it tough for Rockdale to score.
So a minute 30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Fans are on their feet. Sorry, that's overtime. We are in 71-67. Dunn finds Collins. Whitener in.
Tough
shoot.
Shot.
No good. Rebound by Fisher
Mitchell right there. Oh, that's a foul right there. All right, Fisher going to the line.
And Fisher Mitchell will go to the line with a minute 15 left to go in overtime. Let's put that seat in right there. I don't think we need that anymore.
All right, 1-1 right here. It's Mitchell's first trip to the line. All right, Coach Sonnen wants us to do a soccer game. I don't know if we can get you back down here for one. He's blowing my phone up.
Man.
I did play goalkeeper in high school for a couple years.
If they play the games like this,
I'll try to make that happen, Coach Zonin.
So Fisher Mitchell, 1-1. The first. Good.
Bottoms. Now we're at 5. Again, if you're Rockdale, even if he hits this one, you don't have to have the 3 yet. There's still a minute 15. You can try to get the quick 2. Take the 3 if it's there.
The second. Good as well.
Have not missed a free throw tonight. The Chiefs have been money at the line, and it really is the difference.
So 73-67 your score. That puts Fisher Mitchell up to 18 points. Ball inbounded to Hill, a minute 14 left to go. 6-point deficit for Rockdale County. Collins on the switch to Dunn. Dunn looks inside,
right
shoots,
ball's up short.
No good. Rebound by
Kyle Keener.
A minute left to go.
And he's going to the line.
And Kyle Keener will go to the free throw line.
And now it's the double bonus. We're at 8 fouls, so we're shooting 2 the rest of the way. 57 seconds from only the second trip to the Elite 8 in school history for the boys. 2 years ago was the first time. This would be the second. I can't say enough about the job Coach Carden has done with these guys.
Sequoyah in the catbird seat, up by 6. Make it 7 as Sequoyah stays perfect from the free throw line.
Timeout by Rockdale.
Coach Carden is going to get his players in the right mindset. They are up by 7.
Just a great atmosphere tonight at the War Lodge. Would love to have another home game next week.
Epic crowd.
But the Chiefs are going to need a little help for that one. To get a home game, if they're able to hold on, they're going to need Kell to go down to Tucker and win tomorrow.
And take them out.
And we
need you guys, girls, to do your thing against Houston County, and then we need Broadwell to take care of business as well.
That is true. Just want to get the dub first. One thing I got to say about our group, our seniors, this is their 4th consecutive Sweet 16. They have never advanced past it. We've run into some really great teams. 3 years ago, it was Lanier who won the state championship. 2 years ago, it was Glen Academy who won state runner-up. Last year was Carrollton, the state runner-up. So they've been battle-tested, and I'm really looking forward to playing tomorrow night. Yeah,
this girls' team here at Sequoyah has played a lot of talented ball clubs. But let's get back to the 2 ball clubs here trying to get to the boys 6A Elite 8. Sequoyah on top by 7. Keener still has one more shot.
One thing you don't want to do here is give them any and ones or cheap fouls or anything like that. Make them earn it. You're up 7, probably going to be up 8 right here. Just make sure you don't do anything to help them cut the deficit.
And the second is good. Kyle Keener and the Sequoyah Chiefs have not missed from the free throw line tonight.
Keener's 10 for 10.
75-67.
Starting to start the buses chant.
Oh, don't start that yet.
Got under a minute.
You've got 8-point deficit and a minute left. Hill to the hoop. Lays it up and in.
See, that's smart right there. Take the quick 2. Extend the ball game.
And Parker will go down for 2 free throws of his own now.
Preston hit those 2 big free throws early on.
Want to shout out to everybody watching on ChiefsTV.org. You have tuned in to a classic as we are in overtime here. 47.9 seconds left. Preston Parker gets to shoot 2.
Barbara Lackey Financial Group picked a great night to become the title sponsor of this game.
Yeah, they did. Thanks, Barbara Lackey Financial Group.
Oh, he's fouled out, I believe.
As number 5, Makai Witter, who had a very good game, is fouled out.
Played really tough for him.
This whole Rockdale County team has played very tough. This team is incredibly talented and hard-nosed on defense.
And Chase Hill's only a junior.
And the first miss. Sequoyah has missed their first free throw in overtime.
This is a big one right here, though. This puts it back to 3 possessions. 47 seconds in a high school game is a long time.
The Rockdale faithful getting rowdy, and the second miss. Ball goes up in the air. Here comes Hill. 44 seconds left. Hill to the basket. No good.
Miss.
A rebound taken by Mitchell. Wally has the ball and gets it out.
Wow, what a rebound. But Hill has a point-blank layup to cut it to 4, and he just doesn't finish. But then Fisher Mitchell does a great job attacking the rebound and finds Dylan Woolley immediately to get the outlet.
Dylan Wally will shoot 2. First is good.
That's a big one. Now it's back to 3 possessions. But think about that. Only like 8 seconds ran off the clock on that last rebound. So this game can still go on for quite a bit. So you have to make your free throws.
39 seconds in basketball is an eternity. Sequoyah not out of the woods yet, but a make here would certainly help.
Long.
Not there. Rebound by Hill, 76-69. Ball over to Hendricks. Hill gets it back, poked away. Wally's got the ball, and he's fouled.
Wow, Chase Hill's done such a good job not turning the ball over, and he just lost it right there.
31.4 seconds left. Your score is 76-69.
But only 8 more seconds ran off the clock.
We will be here till tomorrow to send off the girls shooting free throws. Wally makes the first.
I might need a nap at some point, and I believe I'm driving the bus in the morning. So.
Oh, you're driving the bus. That's unfortunate.
I've done it many times.
And the second is good. Sequoyah up by 9, 31 seconds left to go.
That's 3 full possessions. Don't want to do anything. Don't want to foul. Want to make them earn it, make them run a little bit of clock off. The last couple times, Hill has really got going downhill quickly to try to score.
30 seconds left, 78-69 your score. Here comes Hill. He will hand the ball off to Hendricks. Collins for 3. He's been lightning all night, and there's another one.
But no timeouts for Rockdale.
Another huge 3-point shot by Johnny Collins. who has been Johnny Money from beyond the arc tonight for Rockdale County.
That's 5-3 for Collins. 5 threes for Collins. He came off that little handoff action and just pulled up again. He wasn't even close to the line.
19.3 seconds left. Wally.
I'm sure if you would have talked to their coach, he would have told you if he got Collins 5 threes off the bench, they'd feel pretty good about tonight.
Wally makes the first. It teased us a little bit, but it drops in.
Again, that was a huge free throw. Pushes it back to 3 possessions.
Boy, if you're Coach Carden, how about these guys shooting free throws tonight?
Yeah,
the second is good as well.
It's really hard to go 100%, but they've done an excellent job. They missed 3 free throws all night, and that's the difference in the ball game. The amount of free throws that the Chiefs have knocked down, and really the good defense.
You're fine. You're fine. Keep going.
All right, 16,
ball to
6.
Collins. He'll take another one. Is it there?
Oh, it looked like it was going to be in.
If he would have made that shot, Coach.
Oh, my gosh. It looked good. He just a little bit right. Wasn't quite.
11.7 seconds left to go. What a masterful effort here tonight by Rockdale County. But Wally goes back to the free throw line. He can make it a double-digit game. First is good.
That makes that 24 of 27 at the line now.
Sequoyah up by 9, 11.7 seconds left to go in overtime. Wally, good on the second. It's a 10-point ball game.
25 of 28. That's amazing free throw shooting. Like, your legs are tired. You've been playing hard all game. And to knock down that many free throws, and they needed almost every one of them.
And now the administrators start to make their way courtside as we have the athletic director and the principal sitting pretty close to the student section to help keep things from getting unnecessarily unruly after a masterful 6A Sweet 16 game. Collins for 3. Oh my goodness.
He hit another one. That kid has played unreal.
Johnny Collins is unbelievable. But it will be a moot point as Wally goes back to the line with 1.6 seconds left.
Rockdale has really played a good game.
They have.
Like, this has been, the defense, they really made it tough on the Chiefs all night. They had to foul late because when you get down, and the Chiefs did a good job. And this is why Georgia put the shot clock in. I'm telling you now, this is the reason why. We were able to run off a large chunks of time there in the fourth quarter and in overtime right there.
Wally makes it another one. He's got 29 points, can make it 30 with a connection here.
That'd be back-to-back 30-point games in the state playoffs.
There it is. 84-75, 1.5 seconds left as Hill will pick up the basketball, shoot a half-court shot, no good, and Sequoyah is elite.
An excellent ball game. Just, great high school basketball right here. Both teams executed hard. I can't say enough, but look at that. 30 points for Dylan, 24 for Kyle, 22 for Fisher. Just too much for Rockdale down the stretch. And now they get to advance to the Elite Eight.
Sequoyah will face the winner of Kell versus Tucker as the student section storms the floor.
Just a great experience. I hope we can follow it up tomorrow. Have 2 teams in the Elite Eight would be really, really special.
Best of luck to you tomorrow night, Coach, as well as the girls. We will be pulling for you. But your final score here tonight on Chiefs TV, Sequoyah 84, Rockdale County 75 as Sequoyah moves on to the Elite Eight. I am Chase Schaefer. Joining me tonight was Coach Chris Yarbrough. We thank you for coming up here and doing an excellent job on the headset. Chiefs TV fans, thank you all so much. There's Art Mosley giving us some love in the booth. And that'll do it here tonight from the War Lodge fans. Your final score, 84-75, Chiefs advance.